Hello everyone and welcome. I'd like to provide a quick overview of how to use the dataset builder in Einstein Analytics. The intent of this video is to give you a preview of commonly used features so that as we're discussing it in interactive sessions, it will be easier to follow along as you have an understanding of how to tactically work with the dataset builder. Simply log in to your instance and the dataset builder is part of Einstein Analytics, so we will activate the tiles to enter the Analytics Studio. And there are numerous places to access the dataset builder. One of my favorites is using the Create button in the upper right here. I activate the Create button and I'm going to be creating a dataset. Now if we select the second tile to acquire the Salesforce data, that will automatically initiate the dataset builder. I need to think about what I would like to name my data set. I'm going to be using opportunity data, so I'm going to specify opportunity. We may add to existing data flows or also select and name a new data flow. In this example, we're just going to go ahead and continue to add to the default Salesforce data flow. And here we are. We're at the initiation of the dataset builder. We simply need to indicate where we would like to start our construction, in this example with the opportunity object. As you can see, the dataset builder will allow you to acquire custom objects and standard objects. For essentially any object you have in your Salesforce instance, the dataset builder will be the easiest way to extract them. So here we will continue using the opportunity object. Now before we get too far along in our example, I want to highlight that we need to be careful not to activate the next button until we have completely articulated all of the objects that we want to extract from our Salesforce instance. As we are adding nodes, you can see I may click and slide around to reposition our nodes to make things easier to work with. Depending on how many objects you're extracting, this might make things easier to work with. Now we'd like to add some fields on the opportunity object. So how do we do that? We mouse over the box and we see a plus button out here and we can activate the plus button. And here we can click the fields as we see them and search for them, or we may type ahead to look for fields that we know exist. Now this is all the data on the opportunity object. Let's say for example we wanted to add information on the account object or to see information about who owns the opportunity. To enable that, we would click on the relationships link and activate the relationships panel. And here you can see that we've inspected the Salesforce metadata to see that we can add the account object, and here we can add the owner of the opportunity. And I can simply click on the grid. Again, remember, please do not yet click the next button until we are done. And you can see I may want to click and slide to reposition things so that they're easier to work with. And again, the process continues where I mouse over the object where I want to hit the plus button to add fields. And so maybe I want to know about account industry and understand the account name and any other additional fields you want to add. And then I can click on the grid and repeat the process for the user object. And again, I can examine relationships. Maybe I want to add more information about the user's manager, etc. And I can continue on adding as many objects as I want that are children of the existing objects that we have. So thank you.